Hello, fellow outdoor enthusiast. Today we are here to review the Gregory Nano Hydration Day Pack. REI sent me this day pack as part of its Trailblazer program in exchange for an honest review. So watch this for you to see if it's for you. I'll give you a little sneak peek. If you are someone who likes a rucksack style day pack and likes to carry a hydration bladder, this may be the perfect bag for you. If not, it may still be. Let's find out. The Gregory Nano Day Pack comes in multiple different sizes. Comes in an 18 liter, a 20 liter, a 22 liter, 24, and I believe 30. When I actually went to look up this particular bag on Gregory's website, they don't sell the 22 anymore. Turns out they've actually updated this model, and I'll get into a few differences between the updated model and the model I have today from REI. So we'll start by taking a look at the outside. So if you take a look at the front, we have the 210 denier. That's going to give you a pretty strong day pack. You're really not going to worry about brushing up against a tree, putting it on the ground, a rock. You know, you're going to get long life out of this with minimal rips. On the one side, we have a basic mesh pocket here, good for storing an Nalgene, storing a clothes or a chair, whatever you might be. I did notice one person was complaining online about the fact that a Nalgene didn't fit in theirs and seemed to fall out. I don't seem to have that same problem with this one, so maybe it's just a difference between my model and the one that they had. I will say that this being a hydration day pack with a bladder, the idea is that you're not carrying a Nalgene, so you're probably going to stick something else in there anyway. On the other side, we have what is my main dislike about this bag, which is a little bit of a zipper pack here. So you have a zipper that you can actually get into a pocket here, and it's a fairly small pocket. You're really not going to be able to fit too much in there. Maybe a basic snack. I'm not even sure that like a phone would fit in there. And zipping and unzipping that while you're on the trail, definitely a pain. I actually tried to zip it and unzip it a few times and your bag starts wobbling around. So this is probably my main complaint with this bag. I will say that Gregory has actually fixed that, however. So if you look at the new versions of this on their website, they've taken the mesh pocket that everyone loves over here and they've stuck it on the other side. So good job, Gregory. If that was on this bag, this would probably be my favorite bag to take out. On the front here, we have a basic bungee. So if you want to stick a rain jacket, a bag, or a coat or anything that you want there, you can bungee it there. I will say something that's kind of unique about this is that they do have a little hook up here where once you've tightened the bungee, you can hook the additional bungee up here so you don't have it flapping around. That's something I've not seen a ton of. Definitely a little bit of an interesting thing with this bag itself. If we flip around to the back of the bag, so the bag's got some basically decent padded straps for a day pack. I mean, this isn't a hiking backpack, right? This isn't a multi-day 40 pounds in your bag, so it's not going to be super thick padded. But I do think that for what it is, it's really nice. It's also pretty well ventilated. I will say that I've taken this out on a trail run and a day hike and never really got super sweaty, so definitely worked out pretty well. In addition to that, the actual back of the bag itself has a nice foam here, and in the foam they've actually cut in grooves to allow airflow to actually get between the bag and your back. I will say overall it did an extremely good job when I was outside. I don't think my back ever got super sweaty. Definitely got plenty of airflow back there. It's rigid enough where you can really load this bag up fairly well. When I actually went out to do the shoot for this bag, I probably had about 10 pounds of camera gear in this bag itself. Didn't feel it. It felt great on my back. So really nice. Definitely will give you plenty of support for whatever you want for a day. In addition, it does have a hip belt here. My opinion is these are kind of useless on day packs, but a lot of day packs do include them. You can see it's a very small, flimsy one. One of the things that I do really like is that Gregory has given you the ability to actually go ahead and remove them entirely. I will definitely be doing that. Some day packs, they stay on there and then you just end up flapping them around. They just get on your nerves. So I do really like the fact that you can actually take those straps off. It being a hydration backpack, we'll get into the actual bladder here in a minute, but you can see the bladder runs down. It runs down either strap. There are insides where it can come out either side, so whatever your particular preference is. I will say that one unique thing that Gregory has put on here is you have your typical sternum strap, but there's actually a magnet on your bite valve there where you can actually clip it so it doesn't flop around. So really nice. You know, a lot of times these things are flapping around, they're hitting you in the face. So really nice to be able to secure that right there, quickly get it out, take your drink, put it back down. I did see a number of people who also came down this side and they kind of came across the sternum and then strapped it in there. That didn't work for me. I got a bigger chest. It was like cutting in my throat and definitely not something that was going to work. So in addition, what I forgot to cover up here on the top was the very top has a basic zip pouch. You could put snacks, sunglasses, keys, whatever the case may be. It does have in here a little hook, so you could hook your keys or anything like that so you didn't lose them. So that's the basic outsides. It's a fairly minimalistic outside. I personally love minimalism, so I'm a big fan of not a whole bunch of exterior pockets, not a whole bunch of exterior organization. You just really don't need it in a day pack. You just need somewhere you can throw all your stuff into, hit the trail, go to town. So now we'll dig into the inside. First thing I want to mention is the actual drawstring mechanism here to get inside. It took me a second to get in here because I'm so used to, you know, pushing a button and trying to pull it out that at first I couldn't figure out how to do this. Well, it turns out all you do is you pull and pull open. They've made this really interesting mechanism here where you pull it to loosen it and then you can pull the entire pack open. Really cool. I've never seen that before and I love it. One of my favorite things about this bag is how easy it is to get into this bag. How quick and easy. So good job, Gregory, on that one. So inside here, it's just one big cavernous bag. It's a rucksack style, so you're not going to get any kind of interior organization. There's literally nothing in here but just one giant place to throw everything you possibly want. Me, I love that. I love having my own kind of internal organization with ditty bags and stuff sacks and things like that. And I just want to throw it in there, organize it, and go. I've got this packed with what you might take on a day hike for you to give you an idea of just how much stuff you can pack in here. So let's take a look inside the actual day pack here. So what I've got inside here is what you might take on a basic day pack with you. The inside here is just one large cavernous opening where you can put everything you possibly want in there. For someone like me, I love it. So let's take a look what's in here. First aid kit, don't ever leave home without that. I have a warmth layer in here. I've got a nice fleece in there, a nice beanie cap. It's 115 in Kansas right now. Don't really need that, but still worthwhile to take with you just in case. Got a nice set of rain gear in there, just a rain jacket. I'm not someone who typically does rain pants, so just a rain jacket in there. I have my Helinox Chair Zero. I absolutely love this. My favorite lightweight backpacking chair. This thing is absolutely amazing, worth every cent. And finally, I've got my Jet Boil. I am someone who likes to drink coffee when I'm out on the trail, so I always take the Jet Boil with me, make up a quick pot of coffee. Really nice. So you can kind of see the inside here. There's tons and tons of space in there. I could have fit more in there, but this was just a few of the things I put in there. Behind the main compartment here, there's a zipper. This is where you actually get to the hydration bladder itself. So I like the fact that it's in its own separate container, separate storage. A lot of day packs, they kind of have just a little shelf where it sits in here, and I don't know. This kind of made sense. So what I also really like is the fact that it's got this quick snap in here. So once it's snapped in, it's not going anywhere. And then other than that, you can snap it out. As I mentioned before, it does have two exit locations up here, so you can run it down whichever side of the strap that you want. It has a couple different locations where it's actually, you can disconnect it for a quick disconnect. Makes cleaning a whole lot easier. So that's the main components of the Gregory Day Pack. If you are someone who likes a rucksack style, you're going to absolutely love this pack. If you are someone who carries a hydration bladder, you're going to love this backpack. If you're someone who's maybe one or the other, I would say you're still going to like this bag. I think that probably overall this will become the bag that I go for when I go on day hikes, just because I love that huge interior space there that it has. I will say that if you wanted to take the bladder out of here and say slip in a iPad or a laptop, something like that, it does not have a false bottom, but you could easily slip that in here. So you could use it as a day pack for commuting or whatever the case may be. Gregory has updated this on their website, as I mentioned before. The two major things that I saw that are different from the style that I have here is that they have taken the mesh pocket from this side and also put it on the other side, and they've gotten rid of the bungees. Boo, don't really like that. And they've just stuck one big mesh pocket on the front. I really wish they'd kept the bungees, but put the mesh pocket over here, and I think this would be the absolute perfect bag. So there you have it. That is the Gregory Nano 22 Hydration Day Pack.